Okay, so this is Captain Zamg, and I am playing Superman Returns. Now, on the past couple of videos towards the end, listening back, I've made it sound like I've never played this game before. I did already own it on the PS2, and I've played through it about 3 times, I reckon. But I wanted to get a hold of the 360 version of the game, because obviously the graphics are a hell of a lot better, and there's also more content. There's more missions and more side content to do, and so there's everything that the PS2 game had plus more, so I wanted to get a hold of this version. Now, I have been playing through this a bit to see what extra bonus missions there are that you can access at any time, and I'm really actually loving it so far. I mean, I realised the game got pretty mediocre reviews, but I've always liked it, and I'm especially loving this. It may just be because I'm hyped to be playing as Superman, because he's one of my favourite characters, but nevertheless, I'm really enjoying it so far. So, without further ado, let's get to playing Superman Returns.
My son, you do not remember me. I am your Kryptonian father, Jor-el. When you arrive on the planet Earth, you will find yourself possessing tremendous abilities. I will help you to learn to use your abilities.
So, even though I've been on Earth for quite some time now,
On Earth, you'll have the ability to defy gravity.
Jor-el still finds it necessary to give me a tutorial. And I can't actually perform any maneuvers, any abilities or powers or anything, unless he tells me how to do it. So for the moment, I'm pretty much restricted to running and flying. And flying at a sort of Superman the Animated Series kind of speed. Oh yeah, and let's do this. So in this game, Supes isn't too concerned about destruction, even though you need to protect the city. Okay, let's zoom up nice and high.
Senses will alert you to those in danger.
And it goes into slow motion each time Jor-el has something to say. Okay, so there's danger, let me fly my way leisurely towards it. And you may notice everything is pretty dark and grim looking. It's like we're in the Shadow Realm or something. That's because of all the overcast, gloomy skies from these meteorites pouring down, interfering with the atmosphere. So things will get brighter once we deal with that.
Locking your concentration on a target will aid your accuracy.
Okay, so we can lock on, which is incredibly handy when you're going at super speeds.
Heat vision enables you to strike at a distance. Use it wisely.
Okay, switch to heat vision. Now tell me how to use it, please. So, heat against cold, heat wins. Nice little crater left behind.
Superman, this is Professor Hamilton. If you can hear me, we need your help.
So top left you can see the city has a health bar. We need to protect the city and keep it from being damaged too much.
Professor Hamilton sounds worried. I should get there fast.
Don't worry, already there.
Your breath can extinguish mighty fires.
So in order to put out this fire we need to severely oxygenate it. Makes perfect sense. And if I land...
Train your memory, my son. Allow it to serve as a map to guide you.
yeah, force of my breath, incredibly powerful, can throw about, flip over cars. And seeing as jor-el just said about the map, let me take a look at it. And even the gloominess of the overcast skies and everything is reflected in the map. The map, it looks pretty interesting. I mean, they had to build this entire city map, and it's really, really nice, and you can see the layout of it, see how different sections are higher and lower, and all the buildings and everything. Someone had to make this, and the map is useless. It doesn't perform any function whatsoever. All it does is show you the location of the current objective, which is useless because you can see it on screen when you're just flying around as Superman. It would be incredibly handy if you could use the map to uncover different secret missions or something like that, but no, it's never used. Okay.
Properly used, gold can be as effective as heat, kal-el.
So to get rid of a burning mass of rock, we use cold. Heat against cold, and cold against heat.
Superman, a meteor storm is heading straight for the heart of the city.
Okay, but unfortunately, Supes is still taking a nice leisurely pace at things.
Get to the target area as fast as you can.
So in order to
Son,
teach...
you will be able to fly at unbelievable speeds.
In order to teach the player about the destruction of the city and how you need to protect it, you just need to let the Hindenburg disaster happen. Okay, so now we can fly at super speeds.
Use your heat vision
And...
to quickly deal with any cold objects.
oh, geez, actually, ooh. Well, hopefully those were self-automated and didn't have any passengers on board. And yeah, flying at super speeds is incredible, especially when you're going through the city. You can get a real sense of speed from it, you know, whipping past buildings and having to weave in and out, and it's really, really damn difficult to control just because of how fast it is. However, I do wish that when I'm far, far above the city like this, and I don't have to worry about slamming into buildings, you could engage like a second speed, where it just doubles up on how fast you can go or something. I'd really like that. But don't also... I don't just have to use my heat vision, I can just slam into these meteorites because I'm so damn strong. But you know, it does take a bit more time actually going all the way to each meteorite to smash it. So, if I do that too much, some of these meteorites are going to progress pretty far in getting down towards the skyscrapers and smashing the hell out of everything.
Fight heat with cold, Superman.
But hey, I like a challenge. So, let me go down, break the sound barrier, whip through some buildings, give the meteorites a chance to get a bit closer. Make things nice and difficult for me. Why the hell not? So, fire meteorites. Cold will destroy them. Once again, I can just slam my body into them though. Like so.
It's coming in fast, Superman.
And with all these meteorites breaking through the atmosphere and bringing along with them all these fiery plumes of smoke, the skies are getting darker and darker, and it's more difficult to make out the city below. Ooh, one of them managed to get quite far. But it's okay, because I have quite the range on my freeze breath and heat eye beams. I'm pretty sure that's the technical term for them. Heat eye beams. Okay, let's just hold on to the super speed button. And just go nice and incredibly fast. Ooh, one of them's making it pretty close. Not close enough though. And yeah, as I'm playing as Superman, with all his amazing senses and hearing, I can hear the doctors and things back on Earth giving me little hints about how to destroy these meteorites. Oh, and also, if you've been going super fast for a while, you start to just hear random people in Metropolis speaking, but it's all pretty garbled because of how fast you're going, and I just like that. It's a nice little add-on to show that Superman can hear just about everything all the time. And it's always plaguing him. Always another job to do. Okay. Last meteorite. Tried slamming into it, but I let go of the target button. So let me try again. There we go.
Good job, Superman. The skies are finally clear.
And not that clear. Everything's still pretty dark and gloomy. Ooh. And there's a building fire. Superman's job is never done. Now, I don't like using the super breath for extinguishing fires because I think that would just exacerbate the problem. So I always tend to go for the ice breath when it comes to wiping out
One last meteor, and it is enormous.
skyscraper
According to my
fires.
calculations, a super speed attack should break it up, but you have to hurry.
That's a pretty big meteor.
You can attain
Let's go smash my body into it. Okay, Superman victorious as per usual. The next time we're flying about Metropolis, everything will be a lot brighter. And now, cutscene should happen, and it'll go into that whole weird movie plot where Superman just decides, you know what? I've made Metropolis my home. All the people I care for are here, and I've really made something for myself here, but for no reason at all, I'm now going to go on a 15-year-long journey to discover that my home planet, yep, it's still destroyed. Oh, Superman Returns, what an awful storyline. Anyway, let's keep going.
For 5 long years, the world has stared into the sky, waiting, hoping, and praying for his return. We have spent our days asking where he went, debated why he left, and wondered if he's even alive. We had become so accustomed to looking into the sky for help that we had forgotten how to save ourselves. Yet disasters have come and gone since he left us. Mankind has learned how to survive without him. And perhaps we no longer even need Superman. But on the anniversary of his disappearance, one question remains. Where is Superman?
I believed reports that my homeworld Krypton still existed, and I traveled half a universe only to discover I was wrong. It was nothing but a graveyard. I'm all that's left.
The reports were true. He was on a foolish quest to Krypton. Take him to WarWorld. Get up, Superman. It's time to die. Mongol has brought the galaxy's greatest warriors to WarWorld. Today, I bring you Superman of the late planet Krypton.
I'm not playing your ridiculous games.
Meet your first opponent, Platoon!
This can only end one way, with your defeat.
Yeah, sorry, Ma Kent. Raised me.
On Earth, your strength will be unmatched.
Jor-el just letting me know I'm super powerful. Yeah, sorry Ma Kent, raised me most of my life, and now I've left alone on the farm because, you know, Pa Kent died many years ago of a heart attack. Sorry Lois, apparent love of my life. Sorry Jimmy, best friend. Sorry job that I loved. Sorry entire city that I swore to protect. But, you know, that planet I've got nothing to do with anymore. It might still be around, so I'm going to abandon you all. For 5 years, not 15 as I said before. See you later. I'm out of here. Okay, he's teleported away.
I'm not even breaking a sweat.
Also, I love super speed running.
Perhaps you should turn around.
You've defeated one, but you can't stop us all.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I can. Especially as your little clone buddies are a lot weaker than you.
Beginning aerial assault.
Okay, that's all of the clones. Oh no, there's still a couple. Oh yeah, there's still a couple. Where are they all? One up there. Defeated. And a couple hiding behind here. Okay, so that's all of them. And yeah, the super speed running is especially great once I get back to Metropolis. It really becomes apparent how fast Superman is and how useful it is for getting around. I may like it even more than the flying just because of how it looks. And yeah, the fighting isn't spectacular in this game, but it's good enough. Okay, I was hoping destroying that thing beside him would finish him off, but nope, had to throw a few more punches at him. And he's done.
Is that the best you can do?
Oh no, Superman. That was just the beginning. Undefeated in 8 galaxies, I give you Overcast.
Okay, undefeated, 8 galaxies. Obviously, he's never met me before. Ooh, okay. So his energy attacks, even though I only saw like a few of what the last guy had to deal with. Well, let me run back actually. Yeah, okay. So once I knock him down, don't stick around, because he'll do a big energy attack. Yeah, the last guy's energy attacks, I only saw a few of them, because I beat him so swiftly. But they all stemmed from his gun. This guy, his energy attacks seem to stem from him. Oh, you poor bubby. Ooh, pushing me back.
I don't know where you're from, but you should have stayed there.
Remember, all enemies have a weakness, my son.